Hey,
Hey there.
it's Thursday and it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm stuffed after a nice lunch. And also, we'll sit back and
You ready to take a nap?
yeah, yeah. you know, and and speaking of
Naps?
having lunch, well,
Oh,
just being a nap that I could get into anytime.
yeah.
Uh, but lunch, almost every day for lunch, we make ourselves a nice little sandwich or a salad or whatever, and we sit down and we either binge watch a series or something, or we watch a little TV, and invariably the commercials come on. And I have been a follower and a fan of of commercials and slogans and all with commercials going back to my college days, because I studied that in broadcasting, and there have been over the years commercials that really get your attention and others that make you want to give back
You
your
wonder
lunch.
how they can pay for them, some of them.
Yeah, and we have often
Right.
said when we see a commercial that really is just terrible, I often think, who came up with the idea?
Right.
But beyond that,
Who okayed it?
who okayed it? I mean, for some company, large corporation, you figure they got a pitch in their corporate boardroom, had all these high paid executives sitting around, and for instance, I'm still, I can't remember exactly what it's for, but that group of people that comes on and sings about when you've got indigestion and diarrhea.
I know.
I mean, what is it,
You
for
really gotta-
Pepto-Bismol or something like that?
Yes.
But somebody says, we came up with this jingle, and they played that for these executives, all of whom are probably making good six-figure salaries, and they all look at each other and say, "That's incredible. Yes, we approve that. Let's sign a contract and let's run that commercial." And every time I see it, I think those poor actors and actresses have to add that commercial to their resume.
They don't have to. They've decided to take it on.
But
maybe they love it.
And
I
but
don't know why, but
I mean, do you think sometime down the road somebody's going to say, "Oh, weren't you the voice of in that diarrhea commercial?" You know,
I don't get it on a lot of them. But they say that's a successful advertisement if you remember it.
if you remember the brand, if you remember the
you
product,
can sing it, whatever, and you can.
yeah.
Just like a lot of these medical commercials, my God, they're singing, they're dancing, but if you can't remember it, it's not so hot.
Well,
not so good.
I say that to you almost every day, because when they come on with these medications, these new medications to handle everything from eczema and psoriasis to
shingles, to lung problems, to diabetes, everything. Heart?
No, flux, some
acid reflux,
and all. And first of all, whenever I watch those commercials, they say, "I feel so much better because I took this medication and all, and my acid reflux has been gone." And at the bottom of the screen, it says, "Do not take this medication. There's side effects of this medication are drowsiness and nausea."
If you have, and it runs through the gamut of things, if you have, that you shouldn't take it. And it's
my favorite line is, "Don't take this medication if you're allergic to it."
How would you know?
How would you know? Exactly.
That's a disclaimer, legal disclaimer.
But I mean, the only one of those that I remember, and again, what we're saying, and you all will probably agree with us, if you remember the product, then it was a well done commercial, no matter what it was. And the one that comes to mind that I remember is Down with Rybelsus, because it's about A1C, and if you take Rybelsus, you can lower your A1C. Well, that's a great slogan, Down with Rybelsus. It's short, it's concise, and you remember the product. Just like if I was to say to you listening, "Just do it." Boom. Probably one of the most recognized, slogans ever in advertising.
Yeah. Nike.
Yep, absolutely. And the other one is have it your way. You know what that is, don't you?
Oh, McDonald's?
No. Well,
Oh.
see, now then it
Have it
wasn't
your
so
way.
successful.
No, it wasn't.
Have it your way is Burger King.
It's a Burger King, and I'm a fan of Burger King.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so, some of those you remember. I have always said, and this goes back to my college days when we first were given the assignment to talk about, the successful commercials and the ones that weren't. It always makes the worst commercial list, but the best commercial list as far as retention. And that is Meow Mix.
Oh God.
Everybody says,
Oh,
I cannot stand that damn cat going back and forth. Meow, 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 meow. Everybody says, I hate that commercial, but they all will tell you it's for Meow Mix.
How can you?
So it makes one of the list of the best slogans, maybe not the best commercial, but one of the best slogans.
So I know you have a list. What are some of your others?
Oh, there's all kinds of them that how about Breakfast of Champions? Wheaties. Yeah. And I mean, ever since we were kids, you bought the Wheaties box because the advertising program not only was that slogan, Breakfast of Champions, but on the box, on the front of the box, they put all of the famous sports figures.
Yeah.
And if you got your photo on a Wheaties box, that was like being on the cover of Rolling Stone.
Seriously, yes.
They did a great job with that. One of the more current ones is what's in your wallet?
Oh, Capital One.
Capital One. And not only that, but Samuel Jackson, who does those commercials, has become the identifying figure with that commercial.
Forget his movies at this point. It's now all about the commercial.
And he's probably making as much, if not more,
on the commercial.
Which there's a lot of sports figures and artists that will make.
I assume he's getting residuals every time it's.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Next,
so some of the others. All right, one of them that I think is one of the worst commercials ever done.
The worst. I
have to explain it a little bit, and you'll probably remember it. There was a commercial where a soft drink delivery guy comes into the store, and he brings in his cola, and he opens up the cooler, and he puts his cola into the cooler.
Yeah.
And next in the cooler next to him is his rival brand. And he looks left and he looks right and he takes one of theirs out of their cooler and he opens it up and he takes a drink and you can tell on his face.
I don't remember
that this tastes pretty good.
Yeah.
It was a great commercial production wise, but the problem is I can't even remember, and maybe some of the people watching do remember, but was it a Pepsi delivery guy who got a Coke and tried it, or was it the reverse?
Yeah.
What was the commercial? The commercial was obviously saying, I took a taste, and their product is better than mine. But was it Coke or was it Pepsi?
So what was it?
I don't remember.
Oh, I thought you were going to give us the answer.
That's why I'm saying it was probably one of the poorest commercials as far as brand identity that came along.
You know, now I had written down some of the commercials that were not as popular that I don't think that people would recognize if I gave them the slogan. And the one that surprised me, and I drink a lot of it, fortunately or unfortunately, it's Coca-Cola's. Do you know what their slogan is? I can't believe that I've missed this somehow all these years.
Well, they had a few of them.
Well, now it's open happiness.
Oh, that's what the current one is?
Yeah, and I don't remember seeing anything about happiness on the commercial.
The one that I remember that probably stands out most is many years ago, Pepsi did I'd like to teach the
Yes.
world to sing
Mhm.
in perfect harmony. And that was a great folk song that they played on the radio and all. And they took that song and they made it into a Pepsi commercial showing people all over the world drink Pepsi. That one made a hit for it. But there was a car company that came out with a slogan, drive one, to tell people to associate, you got to drive this vehicle, and when you drive it, you'll own one. Drive one. Nobody could remember what it was for. It actually was from the Ford company, and it was to tell you to drive a Ford and you would be sold on Ford. But the slogan never caught on, and people couldn't remember what drive one
Well, but that's
to.
like their new one. Go further.
Go further.
Could be anybody.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. Okay. How about think outside the bun? Now it makes kind of sense when you hear who it is.
Think outside the bun. Let me think. Okay, who is it?
Taco Bell.
Oh, Taco Bell. That's right. That's right. That's been a long standing.
I didn't know it.
But their key to retention was the bell, because every commercial and all, it would be they would talk about the chalupa, or they would talk about this, and then you would always hear that bell ring.
But didn't they also have the commercial with the dog in the back, the Chihuahua in the back of the car?
Yeah, they did that for a long time. There was also where's the beef?
Oh, yeah, that was that little old lady.
Yeah, do you remember the little old lady's name, and more so,
no,
what was the brand that she was?
I should know, and I don't.
Yeah, it was Wendy's.
Oh, so I don't, not a Wendy's person.
Where's the beef?
Yeah.
How about it keeps going and going?
It keeps going and going
and going and going.
Oh, is that like Pepto-Bismol or Maalox or something? Milk of magnesia?
No.
What is it?
The mascot was a rabbit. It keeps going and going and going. An Energizer.
Oh,
the Energizer rabbit.
Oh,
keeps going and going. The other one that used one similar to that, and maybe you would remember because it's an old one, is it keeps on ticking.
Oh, that's the Timex watch.
Timex.
Yeah.
Oh,
I remember that.
It takes a licking and keeps on ticking.
That's right.
And that was again one of the most successful taglines that there ever was. This one is bizarre, and they said it probably didn't take off for a couple of reasons, and I think you'll know why. The tagline was, "The more you play with it, the harder it gets."
I vaguely remember hearing it. The more you play with it, the harder it gets. And I'll probably, when you tell me, it'll make sense.
No, it was a Sega gaming systems.
Oh,
the more you play with it, the harder it gets, meaning gaming. But it got banned because this goes back a few decades. It got banned because it was kind of sexually suggestive.
Really? I didn't know that happened.
Yes. Hey, I know this stuff.
Okay, how about Gotta Catch 'Em All? Speaking of gaming.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Never knew this in the beginning.
And I don't
This is an older one.
I don't remember that slogan.
Pokemon.
Oh.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. This one you'll know in a second. The quicker picker upper.
Oh, bounty. Hey, that's my bounty.
Again, people remember Bounty towels
because it does pick it up.
But it's just the image that is put into your mind right away when they say the quicker picker upper, because it's you see the commercial in your
mind
memory bank of something that's dripping down, and
you're right,
and go grab the Bounty, not a paper towel, but specifically Bounty.
That's a good one.
Bounty towels.
Okay. Is it in you?
Is it in you?
How they could come up with this, I'll never understand this.
And they sold it to the company too, right? Is it in you?
Gatorade.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Really? Don't ever
No,
remember hearing
no,
that.
yeah, because it was the alternative to other sports drinks or other.
Obey your thirst.
Wasn't that Sprite or?
Good for you.
Yeah,
I did not.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, just like Mountain Dew wanted you to know, just do the do.
Dude, yeah. That's
I mean,
that I remember.
that was just really
Yeah.
a genius concept. Was if you say do the do, it kind of added it all up.
Impossible is nothing. It'll make sense kind of when.
Impossible is nothing.
Adidas.
Oh,
See, not
yeah.
impressed.
But there was one where was it? Oh, when you go along with Adidas, you said you didn't know. It says, cheat on your girlfriend, not your workout.
Oh, so it's got to be a shoe or a clothing line.
Well, see, I mean, at least
Brooks, Adidas.
no, see,
No, it could be Adidas.
Reebok.
Yeah.
But again, interesting phrase, but it didn't sell the product. It couldn't make you remember the product.
You got to know this one. If you don't know this one, bet you can't eat just one.
Lay's potato chips.
Yeah.
Yep. That was a good one. How about when you care enough to send the very best?
Oh, I know this one. Oh God, I'm blanking on it.
Is it it
wasn't chocolate.
I think it was a florist.
Yeah, I guess the FTD
florist.
Yeah.
When you care enough to send the very best.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun to think because every time you turn on the television, there's going to be commercials and every break. For instance, here in North Texas, we like to watch a lot of the judge shows, Judge Judy in particular. And of course, those judge shows, every break, there's a lawyer commercial. You know, you got Jim Adler, the
Texas handler,
Texas Hammer. And in his commercials, he's carrying this sledgehammer and all. You had before he passed away, Brian Longcar was the Texas Strong Arm. Now there's Ryan Thompson, Ryan the Lion Thompson. There's always how about Hello Ben, Ben Abbott and Associates. The idea is to come up with something that'll be a hook that people will remember. And also, all of a sudden, if you end up with in a fender bender, are you going to remember the Texas Hammer or Hello Ben?
They hope you will.
They're hoping that they're
on all the time. So repetition is a large part of it.
Yeah.
But the only other one, and you should know this too, the snack that smiles back. What is?
I don't remember that one.
Oh, goldfish.
Oh, yeah. That's Pepperidge Farm.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well,
it's amazing. Oh well, what we remember and what we don't remember.
Yeah. Have we ever come up with a slogan for our show? Just tune in every Thursday at 1 o'clock.
Opposite Saxes.
Opposite Saxes. I mean, I guess that's our hook, is opposite Saxes.
No big brainy thing, just the two of us.
Yeah.
Side by side.
And we walked into that boardroom and there was nobody there.
We're the boardroom.
Yeah.
We're it.
We're the board. We pitched to each other and we said,
"Oh, that's
okay.
Good.
Yeah, that'll do."
Yeah.
Okay. And so here we are, and there you are, and you're watching us. And thanks a lot. Come back and see us again.
Yeah. Who knows what next week will bring?
Yeah.
Bye.
We'll find a slogan for it. Bye.